This is some of where our COVID relief funds went.
What?
It went for Lil Wayne to buy designer clothes, to take private jets, for Chris Brown to have an $80,000 birthday party, $29,000 bottle service at his birthday party. This is
I'm
where.
sorry, how is this connected to the?
This is the next topic.
No, how?
Connected
I
to
didn't
what?
mean. I didn't mean the podcast.
I thought it has it connected to Syria. I'm like, it's not connected to Syria.
No, that would be truly bizarre. See, the moderate rebels also like Gucci, but
they took Lil Wayne fought with the moderate rebels.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. But what does this have to do with COVID relief?
They got COVID relief funds
Why
to
did
buy
they
these things.
Get COVID relief funds
because they sent in a little form that says I'd like COVID relief funds. Basically, during the when they were just dumping money out to everyone, a lot of it had to do with
not everyone,
whether you have the resources, the lawyers, and everything else to apply to these for these funds, and then there's very little oversight. Now, of course, this is a drop in the bucket to the amount of money that was dumped into Wall Street, $4.5 trillion. The U.S. added 20% to the U.S. monetary supply over the time of COVID. So
basically, like they got these relief funds because they're like what's considered like a small time employer.
They put
because they don't like employ as much as like an Amazon work.
They put in grant requests for my concerts have been canceled, so send me money, and then this is what the money was used for. And he has this is not, I'm not just reading someone's Twitter thread. These are the quotes from the actual report. But he says, last year we discovered a COVID relief fund meant for struggling arts venues had given $200 million to wealthy musicians. So this is the part of the fund that was just for struggling arts venues. We didn't know how it was spent. We just found out it went to wealthy musicians. But now we have the actual receipts showing that the rapper Lil Wayne, whose real name is Dwayne Carter, spent more than $1.3 million of the grant money on private jet flights, $460,000 on clothes and accessories. Also,
how do you even
spend
that much?
That's what I was going to say is also just if the unrelated to COVID funds, it just said Lil Wayne spent $460,000 on clothes and accessories. I'd be like, what are you buying? It's insanity.
I mean, I do. It is ridiculous, but like during COVID, for some reason, I was getting Instagram ads for muumuus, and there was a muumuu.
Muumuus.
Yeah, there was like a $4,000 muumuu you could buy. If you're not familiar with what the hell a muumuu is, it's the kind of thing that people who shop at Walmart wear. It's basically a tent. It's a tent sleep.
Almost the entire country shops at Walmart. So I don't know what that sentence was supposed to mean, but
it's supposed to mean like that when nobody gets dressed up to go to Walmart is my point.
Oh, what they wear at Walmart.
Yes.
Okay.
When you go shopping at Walmart, nobody's wearing Balenciaga. People are wearing oftentimes muumuus or athleisure. So yeah, they're like they're tent sleeping bags basically. And there was one that was for $4,000.
I'm sure Lil Wayne got one. He also spent nearly $15,000 worth of flights and luxury hotels for women whose connection to Lil Wayne's touring operation was unclear, including a waitress at a Hooters and a porn actress. At least they got theirs. I'm kind of happy for them.
Although they might have flown coach. You don't know how many people he flew around. They might have still been stuck in the middle seat.
Okay, this next one might hurt you a little bit more.
Oh, God, what?
Alice in Chains members paid themselves $3.4 million from the grant the same year that they made $48 million selling their catalog. Meanwhile, their longtime guitar tech, Scott Doc Roden, the exact type of worker this grant was meant to help, had to rely on a GoFundMe when he got cancer. And the members, well-known members of Alice in Chains, not the guitar tech, reposted his GoFundMe saying that he needed money. Meanwhile, they took in $3.4 million for COVID relief.
I mean, let me tell you why this doesn't hurt me, because I learned a long time ago, having worked and lived in LA and working in this industry, you don't want to meet these people. Like, I never met Alice in Chains in person, but I met a lot of people. They will remain unnamed for legal purposes, but they're never the good people that made them you think they're so great because they made this music that meant so much to me. They're assholes. They're all assholes. So this is absolutely, I'm going to file this under not surprising.
The grant was run by the Small Business Administration. SBA employees who worked say they were told, shut up, sit down, process the file. So far, only 43 million of the 14 billion distributed has been recouped. 43 million of 14 billion. That's like nothing. This grant did help many small arts organizations as well. One acting school founder got 120,000 to survive COVID, was speechless learning how stars like Chris Brown spent their grants. He said, "I will never forget how hard fought for this funding was," she said. So that's where the COVID funds went. Obviously, it's not like they say at the end of that. It also went to some important and positive things as well. But it is amazing how much corruption there was, how much it went to people who absolutely did not do it. Did not need it, and then spent on absolute bullshit.